And welcome back, my fellow lost souls, to Let's Play Silent Hill 3. Last time we managed to escape through the stinky sewers, got into an office building, and now it's pretty nightmarish. Also, we found a mysterious photo with somebody contemplating killing Heather. Does she have some kind of stalker, maybe? Certainly would not be out of the question, considering Claudia hired Douglas to track her down. Whatever the case, let's see if anybody happens to be around here. That photo looks like it was placed there just recently.
Heather. That's what you're called now, isn't it?
And who are you?
The name's Vincent. Don't forget it, okay? I'm on your side.
So you say. But how do I know you're not with her?
Her? You mean Claudia? Please don't lump me together with her. She was totally brainwashed by that crazy old hag. Well, I guess crazy old hag is a bit harsh. She is your mother, after all.
My mother? What do you mean?
You don't remember? Ah, so Harry didn't tell you anything. I guess he hid the truth to keep you on his side, eh? That figures. He's a pretty sneaky guy.
Don't talk about my dad like that!
Sorry. I apologize. Please, calm down.
How do you know my father anyway?
I know everything. I know about your past, too.
Then tell me what's going on.
You don't know even that?
That's why I'm asking. If you know everything, then tell me how I can put an end to this.
Not yet. Why not enjoy yourself a bit longer?
Enjoy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Does this place get to you at all?
Oh, it gets to me, all right. I find it most fascinating. Wait! I'm not finished talking!
I knew you were on her side.
How do you figure?
There's something wrong with you, too.
Well, that was an eccentric individual that we just came across. Yeah, the weird guy's still in there, so we're just gonna leave him be. It's weird, though. He mentioned Harry, and that's Heather's dad. Could it be Harry Mason? Well, let's not think too much about it. Nothing worthwhile on the desk. I swear there's, like, something here that you could read. A document or something. Oh, wait, no, I do remember now. It's actually on lower difficulties. There's a document explaining one of the item puzzles in this area, but it's not here on hard mode. Not that it really matters, because it's the same across all difficulties. Not changed in the slightest. Now, we took care of the slurper out in this hallway in the previous video, just because it makes it easy to deal with, getting through this hall without taking any damage. We want to rush to the elevator. The elevator is now functioning normally, although it's the one on the opposite side from which we use the jack on. All of the rooms in that hallway, aside from the one we were just in, those are all dead ends, so don't even bother checking it. It's just not worth your time to bother. So, as you can see, we've got 6 floors we could potentially go to, but only 3 of them can actually be reached by the elevator. This place is kind of needlessly big for how little of it you can explore. Kind of a shame, honestly. At 6 floors in a basement, this would have been one of the biggest levels in a Silent Hill game. So, I'm guessing that's the exit, but, what the hell? I don't want to get too close, but I don't think it'll attack me now. Why not? I'll bark, no bite. Anyhow, it's in the way. I can't get past it. And it's the ground floor, too. This ought to be the exit. Man, it can never be easy, can it? book's lying here. Looks like a fairy tale. Well, let's take a look. I'm sure this thing won't mind or won't harass us while we read in front of it. Once upon a time, there was a monster living at the gates of a village. It was a very scary and very bad monster. It would catch people and crunch them up with its big teeth. The villagers were afraid of the monster, and no one would dare approach the gates. Everyone was stuck inside the village. When the king heard about this, he summoned his knights. The knights eagerly rode out to defeat the monster. Ha! Take that! Their swords slashed, and their spears flashed, but the monster wouldn't die. The monster tossed the knights into its mouth, one by one, horses and all. What was the king to do? He fretted and fussed, and paced the floor, but could think of no solution. Soon after, the village priestess came to the castle. She was a very kind and good person. The king asked her to defeat the monster guarding the gates. The book's torn. The rest is missing. I remember reading this a long time ago. I think I borrowed it from someone. I don't remember how it ended, though. Didn't I read the story through to the end? Well, that's interesting. We got a fairy tale with some missing pizzas. Not unlike how Harry read a fairy tale in the first game in order to defeat a boss. Seeing some connections here. Anyway, there's one other room we can check out. Be mindful of that insane cancer there. We don't want to aggro him too early. Over in this fridge, for some reason, the only thing in the fridge is liver. Hope it's not rotten. And yes, we get some pork liver. This is part of the item puzzle we need to solve. I do need my flashlight on, because otherwise we can't grab these shotgun shells. So you just want to creep in, grab the shotgun shells, and at this point it doesn't matter if we aggro them, we got what we needed. So that's actually, let me think, I think there's only 3 more shotgun ammo pickups left in the game after that one we just got. You do not get much shotgun ammo at all in this game, just barely enough to take on all the bosses that are available to fight. And honestly, I might be doing some mixed weapon strats on a few of them since we really do not get the shotgun ammo to take them all on. Though fortunately, one of the bosses we're going to be taking on, I will be employing an alternative method just for the sake of showing it off since I won't otherwise get a chance to explain it, really. Anyway, where we want to head now is the 5th floor, and I wanted to just make sure all my items are in order. We want to have beef jerky equipped, which I'm pretty sure I do. Yes. And just for the sake of safety, or not safety, but just in case I do need to do any shooting with it, we'll take out the handgun. So, coming this way, we just want to go through this door right here, and hold on, let me check my map. I always forget, yes, we want to hang a left immediately, so as soon as we enter this room, we just want to turn left. Just ignore this split head entirely, and go into this room right here, because that has another critical item we need to collect. Okay, so first off, some handgun bullets, always appreciated, and then on this table, a matchbook, and looks like someone was smoking here recently. No more cigarettes for me. I quit for good. Looks like Heather had a bit of a cigarette habit earlier in her teenage years, perhaps a rebellious phase, but probably realized the health risks after a point. She's a smart individual. I actually got very lucky there. So we want to put the beef jerky down and just let those slurpers come to it, then run forward. The split head is de-aggroed, so we shouldn't have to worry about them, and we can just turn our light back on. And at the end of this hallway... What the... Oh, hey. Well, not gonna get an opportunity to look at this. There's a big sheet of glass in the way. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Well, I was going to, try and focus on that, but unfortunately the split head decided he had other plans with that. But that is a reference to the movie Session 9. At the start of the movie, when they're exploring the sanitarium, Gordon sees a wheelchair in the distance with very similar lighting, and it leads to the famous Hello Gordon scene from that movie. This level in general is loosely based around Session 9, much like how the subway was based around Jacob's Ladder. You can find some aesthetic difference, particularly with how the ground floor and the tiling there looks like the sanitarium that movie took place in. Plus, there's a couple additional references, or at least one more reference beyond what we just saw there. Hey, there's a caption under this picture. Flame purifies all. By these remains may a person find the road to paradise. I've seen this picture before. Oh wait, I've never seen it. But I do know it somehow. But yes, in the real world, there was just a blank wall here. Apparently the painting had been moved. But inside the other world, we can actually see it. However, we do not actually have anything that we care about. There's no sentimental value attached to this picture. We just want to burn it immediately. Drop the liver in, pour some alcohol on it, create the chemical reaction, creates a fairly potent flame source. And we can burn up the picture. Not really sure how necessary this was, but it looks cool. Beyond the picture, it looks like there's a bit of a hatch in the wall here, so let's just pop on through this. Alright, and... oh, that's creepy. But, down this way, we've got another memo to read here. What might this be? The rest of the fairy tale I read earlier? The priestess accepted the king's request and went to the village gates. But when she saw the monster, she tried to convince it with words instead of killing it. "Shut up, you! I'm going to eat you up!" The monster didn't listen to a word the priestess said. But she kept trying to convince the monster to give up. It's wrong to eat people, you know. The monster grew very angry at this and attacked her, killing her with a single mighty blow. Well, that's a shame. A bit of a downer ending for that story. Or perhaps there's more of it we have yet to see. Okay, place another beef jerky. We're going to be dropping a ton of beef jerky in this hallway because there are like 5 slurpers in it. Slurpers are so annoying because if they aggro on you, they will rush you down and just knock you over, and it is so annoying to deal with. There is one room we want to go into here. Okay, this one. Fortunately, we actually managed to get through that. It's very rare I managed to get through that room without getting knocked on my rear end. So, as you can see, there's a couple items on the bed over here, if I can angle the camera. But this seems like an obvious trap. Fortunately, you can thwart it with a very simple method. Just place down some beef jerky, and the slurper is like, man, I want some of that stuff. And then we can just go behind it, grab the stuff, and leave it to its dinner. That's all you're getting, my friend. And let's get out of here. Okay, so I want to strafe to the right a little bit, place some jerky. Nope, couldn't get out of this without a hit. Oh well. Yeah, sometimes they crowd the door like that, and there's just not much you can do about it. Fortunately, the getting knocked over by the slurpers does not deal that much damage, but it is just ridiculously annoying, and it opens you up to more hits, because they can attack you while you're on the ground. Now, the reason I placed beef jerky at the start of that hallway is because once you go past a certain point, some split heads will spawn in, and that jerky at the beginning of the hallway will halt them and make it a little less hectic around the door to get out of here. Heading into this room, hey, looks like we got a bunch of silver coins here. Well, I'm shining on some old silver coins I know I've seen before. I got one earlier, so I shouldn't really take more. I mean, I'm no thief. I might act like one now and then, though. Kleptomania phase? A bit like Night in the Woods, I suppose? Or perhaps Night in the Woods is more like this game. Not in the slightest, but you know. There's something written on the wall. Thus one's life turns to riches. What was a bag of silver coins is now the number in a book. Yet faith hath no price. Ah, but do people know this? Wonder what that means. This seems to be another vague reference to Session 9. The character Hank in that movie finds a bunch of antique silver coins, and alongside various other antiques from deceased people in the sanitarium. And he comes back at night to steal them, which seals his fate for the rest of the movie. So this is probably a bit of a reference to that. Anyways, this silver coin is about the size of a quarter, so let's just waste a potentially valuable antique on a sody pop. But we do not get any sody pop, because for whatever reason, there is a key in the can. Much like the soup can full of light bulbs in Silent Hill 2. Alright, so where's this lead to? Life insurance key. There's a life insurance office on the first floor. A vending machine, probably selling canned drinks. If you examine that, I forgot to, before you actually use the coin on it, Heather will remark that she's thirsty, but she's not sure what to think of drinks that she could get in the other world. Okay, so now we're just going to run to the end, just throw this door open, and get the heck out of here. We should be on the 4th floor now, I believe. Yes. So yeah, you can come here via the elevator, but both doors flanking it are going to be locked, so you can't go anywhere anyway. There's no items on this area either, so it's not like you can get a head start on getting some supplies if you come here. Alright, let's return to that first floor. Heading down to the first floor, once again. Oh, I forget, Silent Hill 2 took this out, but Silent Hill 3 brought it back. You can press the pause button in order to skip the elevator transitions. We now have the life insurance key, and if you were checking the map, let's just take a look at it. Let me see, Last Drop Cafe. Yeah, Elberton Life Insurance. This life insurance firm is where the life insurance key goes to, so let's head on in here. Okay, so we don't want to rush in right away. We just want to wait for a little bit, see what happens. Okay. So turn your light off and just wait a bit, and if you hear those crunching sounds, that means at least one of the slurpers has gone to the carcass at the end of the hall, which means you can just juke by both of them and not have to worry about them. Yeesh, this room is not exactly pretty, to say the least. Something nasty happened in here. What's this? Hey, more pages to the fairy tale. The end of that fairy tale. The king and his people shed tears at the death of the kind priestess. God took pity upon them, and granting their wishes, healed the priestess. The priestess opened her eyes, just as she had done every morning of her life. She went once more to the monster's lair. Fool, you wish to die again? No, this time it's your turn. The priestess had come to defeat the monster once and for all. As the priestess was very, very kind, she felt sad about this task, but it had to be done. Swords and spears won't work. Arrows and bullets will just bounce off. You can't kill me, the monster laughed. But the priestess used neither sword nor spear. She chanted but a single spell. Tu fue, ego eris. Do you know what happened then? The monster let out a huge cry and then died and vanished. Thus the villagers were able to use their gates once more. Everyone lavished their gratitude upon the priestess, and they all lived happily ever after.
Tu fui ego eris. Weird writing. What was that?
So, it looks like Heather inadvertently cast a spell there, and looks like the slurpers are gone, but that loud noise we heard, not exactly characteristic of a slurper. So you probably noticed what we were doing with them. Slurpers, like pendulums, are another enemy that makes an exceptionally loud and annoying noise, so many reasons to hate those things. But should we return to the entrance, we will find the huge monster that was blockading us has gone entirely. So at this point, we're not going to need any more beef jerky for a little bit, so let's equip our ammo here, and yeah, we'll stick with our handgun. Never know what else we could run into on the way home. But, as luck would have it, the Hilltop Center is actually just a stone's throw from Heather's apartment, so we've made it. We're back home. We're in the clear. We should be fine at this point. So, let's just take a look around. It's a sign for a cafe. Oh, that's the one I was just in. Anything else you can say here? That's strange. My apartment is the other way. Something is weird, though. This doesn't make any sense. What is with the huge blockades? Something doesn't feel right. I don't think we're exactly in the clear yet. I don't have anything else to do in this building. I have to get home. So, let's just head the other way real quick. Let's see what's down this end of the street. Another blockade. Path is blocked. It's so strange, though. We're in the clear, aren't we? Well, let's stop messing around and actually get back to the apartment. So, yes, after a long night of fighting for her life against various monstrosities, Heather has finally made it home. Here we are at the Daisy Villa Apartments. Alright, so let's just throw open this door and head on in. Daisy Villa Apartments, very small area, and we just need to get back to Heather's apartment. We've had that key for it in our inventory the whole time, so now's our opportunity to finally use it. Got a nice little laundry section over here, very, very humble, very nice. Now, heading over this way, Heather's apartment is actually just past this intersection, but if we head to the entrance here and take a look at the mailbox is empty. Oh, no, okay, that's after the thing that we see. Should I do that, though? No, you know what? It's actually going to be pretty lengthy, so we're actually going to... What's this doing here? That really pisses me off. It's just like having someone spit on your sacred place. Looking at that makes me head hurt. Heather briefly turned into a pirate there. What does it mean? Okay, so, sorry, I never actually stopped to read that text too closely. Let's just create our save data here, and when we come back, we'll see the end of the game. It's a fairly lengthy ending sequence, but Heather makes it home, and everything is good going forward. Absolutely nothing bad happens, so look forward to it. It's a really heartwarming cap to this game that otherwise has been a little unnerving up to this point. As always, hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, though, goodbye.